Mario Kart World has been getting tons of hate online, but is it really that bad? Let's find out. Mario Kart World is the latest game in the Mario Kart series, and it tries to take everything people love about Mario Kart and make it even bigger. With new tracks, characters, and mechanics, this game aims to keep the series fresh while still feeling familiar. And as I've mentioned, it's been getting a lot of hate online, as I'm sure you've noticed. And I'm here to tell you otherwise with my Mario Kart World honest review. And remember, this is my opinion, so if you don't agree with everything I say, that's totally fine. I'm gonna be rating this game based off of gameplay, track design, graphics and visuals, characters and customization, and multiplayer experience. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into it. Let me start off by saying that Mario Kart World's gameplay is peak. The game runs at 60 FPS, so it feels really smooth. And whether it's your first time playing a Mario Kart game, or you've been playing for a while, the game controls very well, and it is easy to play. The game's newest mechanic is the tricking system, basically allowing players to trick off of stuff and get speed boosts. And this opens up opportunity for a whole new possibility of shortcuts and ways to play the game.
Psych! That's the wrong number!
Sorry about that, I got a little bit excited there. Alright, so as I was saying, the gameplay of this game is very fun, and it's something I like to call easy to learn, hard to master. All players can jump into this experience without any issues and get good at it pretty quickly, but if you want to be really good, then it takes a lot of practice. And with the new tricking system, it takes pro Mario Kart racing to a whole nother level. The Mario Kart World team did a great job creating these tracks, and I'm not necessarily talking about the intermission tracks, but mostly just the 32 main ones. Nintendo did a great job creating the tracks to be compatible with the now 24 racers racing at the same time. Nintendo had to make all the tracks compatible with the new tricking system, so they added things like grind rails for players to trick off of and trick onto all around the place, which is really fun and very creative. Alright, so now we're going to be looking at Question Block Ruins, which is one of the fan favorite tracks in Mario Kart World, and it's praised for its visuals and how good it looks. But I mean, look at this track, it's just... But wait, there's more. The most controversial thing in the entire game. I mean, come on guys, is it really that bad? For those who don't know, intermission tracks are basically just like long highways that you drive on to like get between races. But I think the most controversial part is that like instead of having 3-lap tracks, the intermission tracks count as a lap. And a lot of fans like prefer the 3-lap tracks over, I guess, the intermissions, but I'm all for new stuff. And if we just keep using the same formula over and over again, things are just gonna get boring eventually. It gets rid of the need for loading screens, and loading screens ruin the momentum of the game. And this way you can just drive to your next race. And like, sure, it's a straight line, it's maybe not as fun as a regular track, but is it really something to hate the game over? Like, just give Mario Kart World a break, come on. Alright, let me start off by saying that graphics don't matter, but that doesn't mean I can't praise this game for how good it looks. This is a bit of a shorter segment, but I'm going to show you what the interface looks like and how the graphics look, and just show you some gameplay to prove my point. Alright, entering gameplay speedrun segment. Man, this game just looks fantastic. This game has so many characters and ways to customize your experience. With the most unique playable characters in Mario Kart history, with 50, with the most unique vehicles in Mario Kart, with 40, and including all the different styles for each character, There's about 150 of them. Also, the way they dance is just so funny. Another way to customize your cart is with the new stickers that they added, which you basically can like unlock. But the only problem is you can barely see them. What's the point? And you can only put one on at a time. Alright, so your multiplayer experience really just depends on who you're playing with, because if you're playing with your friends or family, it's always going to be like a blast. But your online experiences may vary just depending on how good the people you're playing against are, and it's not always that fun, like if you're just getting completely destroyed by Mario Kart pros. But if you're just like sitting down on the couch and playing Mario Kart, this is a great experience, and I totally recommend it. Alright, so that concludes my short little Mario Kart World review, and I reviewed more of like the experience you expect to be getting rather than the content in the game. Alright, this game is not worth $80 though, so only get it if you're buying it with the Nintendo Switch 2 bundle, because you'll be saving $30 that way. But other than that, I think this game is a 9 out of 10 for me. I hope you guys have just as fun as an experience with this game as I did. Goodbye.